I want to work today a bit more on the wrestle ups, but we're going to add another aspect. So we've been adding aspects as we go along. So first he's been standing very far away, then he's been on his knees but still far away, then he's taking a post with the shoulder, and then he's been going up on one knee. So now we're going to add a different aspect, and that's basically sort of if I start going into body locks. So we're still starting out in that sort of a staggered butterfly guard, and still the idea that he's on our knees, we still have a bit of space, but this time instead of him trying to post, I'm going to take an active role here, and I'm going to go for a body lock, and we're going to take things from there. The first one, like a lot of these, it's going to be a lot, and then we kind of go from there. So basically the idea is that instead of just waiting for him to post or something, I come in actively and snap him down. Okay? So from here, I shoot in with my first underhook, and I come in with the second. He's not normally going to leave his head there. He would normally pop his head out. Yeah, exactly. Come in, and now I'm going to pull him on me. Yes, that exactly. And he's going to take a good base with his head, with his leg, with his arms. So that I can't really sweep him here, but I can use this to gain my S grip, and now I've got my body lock. Okay? Now I can use my feet to push him back, and to start coming up. And now I've got my wrestle. So, just a quick note, we're kind of going in my opponent has a dumb reaction right now, no offense, just because something you might have noticed is that he's leaving my butterfly hooks in when I do this, so I got my staggered. So we're just going to go with this variation and build off of this first. So, like I said, I snap him down, come up, pull him in, bases, and right now he's leaving my butterfly hooks in. As people get better, they're not going to do this just for the simple fact that I get elevation, and I can start going into leg locks from here. Okay? But right now, let's assume my opponent isn't the brightest, again, no offense, and he's leaving my butterfly hooks in, and I can just basically, when he leaves them in, you saw, I can pretty much go right into the body lock and take him down. So he doesn't have much of a base when I push him back. So, I'm sorry. So, again, coming in here, snap it down, get my double underhooks, and now I pull him onto me. He bases, I use that to get my body lock. Now I use my feet to push him back out. And from here, what I want to do is shift my body lock low, come up, and this gets me my wrestle back. It's going to feel a little cramped at first. So, because it takes a little bit of time to get used, because the basic thing is when we do this, it's even cramped when I do it because you need to use the momentum to come up. So it's actually easier if I don't try to explain it right now, so I'm just going to kind of do it. Okay, we're here, we're in here, and now I want to come back up, fold my legs under myself, and start pushing forward all in one motion. If I try to stagger it and explain, it's going to go slow and not look very elegant. Like this. Okay? So, basically from here, I need this to be one motion. Okay? If you try to stagger it out, like I said, it's harder to explain because you need to show the individual steps and everything, but you need to do it all as one motion, because otherwise you're going to get cramped. If you come here and then push out and then try to fold here, your own legs are kind of getting in the way. His body starts to barrel down on you. You've got his weight on you, and it's really hard to get up from here. So you need to really use that momentum of when you come up to get, you need to come here, and from here, use that momentum to come up. Okay? So, clear what I want? Okay, then let's give this a try. Now, same idea. I'll be your side. Some of you were actually doing this unintentionally when you were practicing it, so this is a good little transition. So now the idea is I'm a little bit smarter, and I don't just let him sit there and bring my legs into the air. So you saw Chris's first reaction is that when I pulled him in here, he was kind of doing this. And you see, I've got a lot of weight on his hips, but he can control this weight really well. Yeah, exactly. He could probably, if he grabs my head. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So that's why that's a suboptimal reaction, because if I keep my hooks in, if I keep myself on his hooks and keep my legs really tight, like I'm kneeling, he still has a lot of control over me. He can start leg locking me, he can flip me over. I'm not completely blocking what his defensive options are, okay? So now my opponent's a bit smarter, and I'm actually going to start doing this. Like I said, some of you were doing this by accident. So, yeah. You come in, and now I keep my weight on my arms. Yeah, exactly. Now if you try to flip me over or something, yeah. Exactly. I've got my weight, basically I'm in a 4 point. And now from here, the cool thing is, he can essentially do the same thing. Yeah. I was just about to go into that. So the only thing is no, that wasn't your problem. That was because of the thing is when his legs are spread out like that, he lands different, and you need to come up a little bit differently. So don't think you were doing something wrong. You were doing something very right. It's just I hadn't showed it to you yet. So okay, we're here. Same idea. Snap down. Get my double underhooks. Scoot in. And yeah, now he's taking his 4 point. And what I'm going to do now, and actually you want your legs further away because I can, because if you bring your legs up close again, because if you're here, then I just start grabbing legs and going for leg locks. Yeah, you want those legs out of my reach. Okay, so from here, I take my hooks, shove them back, come up, try to go on your knees, because again, you're not going to just fall over like a puppet now, so. You're the smarter opponent now. You get to be as smart as you are. So, okay, so you come up here. Yeah, again, it's probably easier if you just kind of go in a half sprawl. Yeah, like that. Now, I'm not getting your legs, can't really sweep you. This is the position I want my opponent in right now. Okay, so pick him up, come up, and now what I want to do is gain a little height. Bring my foot back here, and gently take him down. And I'm in a wonderful position to pass here. Okay, so showing that one more time. Like I said, now we're using the situation to gain height, cut the corner, and we're taking him sideways to the ground, and we want that wonderful pass that just kind of says, please pass my guard from here. Okay? So, staggered butterfly, go down, underhook, yeah, S-grip. Okay, now, come up, then we're going to be here, build up height, behind him, and twist to the down. Okay? And from here, I can literally just sprawl on his legs. And now I can just go straight into my pass. This is something that lets itself chain on the body lock passing really well, I think. Because, I mean, if I body lock passing, it's normally from a position like this, because I just, personally speaking, sit down in the guard. If I'm like this, I always have a problem getting under here. People start doing this and bringing their arms in. I always have a problem getting to the body lock from here. But in that sort of sweep position, where I've already got my double underhooks from the sweep, that's where body locks start to become really easy for me. So I think that this kind of a wrestle up chains itself into a body lock pass really nicely. Okay?
So we'll drill this one a bit, and then we'll go to some sparring. We'll start with this one on Saturday because we don't have that much more time, but we can do this, repeat this one on Saturday, and then we'll go to the next ones. Okay?